So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They started on the ground with Ekeler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Devontae Wyatt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Third and long, it's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Ekeler, the running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 3rd down, Love.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
The Packers had 10 and 5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Red, cycle, yellow, blue. Black stop. Field, black.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll take a shot here for Patton. He's got a man, complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Love. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Switch, yellow. Ready?
Now Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Packers pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. One else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check pitch. Check snap. Set.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Hey, Red. Wait.
Throwing. Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on 1st down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
In motion left comes Williams.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And the catch made. It's Patton.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Off the play fake, Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Okay.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
From the 36, Love. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that cost. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Love, they go play action now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
In motion, the tight end. From the 30 on second down, Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try the right side with Ekeler. And And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, Justin Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Once more, here's Eckler. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Eckler now between the tackles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So they had the chance to tie it, but a huge turn of events here as now this becomes a 2-score game the other way.
And to the surprise of absolutely no one, they came with the all-out rush because they had to at this point of the game. Not only did they get in there and block it, but how about the fortuitous bounce, and then it's off to the races the other way.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Eckler, they run left side. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to let this one go deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
7 yards there and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right, right. Snap, right.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. To throw now, here's Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert on 1st down now. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
Complete 2 points.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Herbert throwing again. Flush to his right. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. On the give, this is Eckler. He's got some room to operate. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chargers 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Jones. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Packers, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.